Hey beautiful! If this is your first time here, I'm an intuitive tarot oracle reader. Now my dear, I hope you're having an amazing day and everything is going fine with you. If today's not the best day, I'm sending you tons and tons and tons of positive energy and I hope everything will be well soon. Now, guys, today I'm back with another pick a card reading, and today's pick a card reading is all about your next relationship. So, let's look into what kind of relationship it's gonna be, all the things you need to know about it, perhaps even who's gonna be with, okay? So, I'm very open. Any message regarding your next relationship is welcomed. Now, let me zoom a little bit in. So, as always, my dear, I have 3 piles that you can choose from. And today I have cards, no crystals. So, today we have only cups energy right there. So, this is pile 1 with the Queen of Cups. This is pile 2 with the 9 of Cups. And this is pile 3 with the 10 of Cups. As always, my dear, please feel free to pause the video, or you can also meditate on the cards if you feel like you need a little bit more time to choose. You will find all the timestamps in the description box, but of course also in the comments section. And as always, my dear, if you're interested or curious in a personal reading with me and you would like to get further information regarding one, as always, you can feel free to email me. Lastly, my dear, please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything may resonate with you. But yeah, having said that, let's begin. Hey Pawan, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see, what do we need to know about your next relationship, okay? What is important? So, first of all, my dear, as always, I would like to get you some tarot cards, and then we're gonna dive a little bit deeper into the topic with some more oracle cards. So, my dear pile 1, your next relationship, what do you need to know about it? Let's see. Ooh. Okay. So, we have 2 cards here. We have the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Swords. I think I should make a little bit more space. All right. Oh, look at that. Okay, we also got the 2 of Cups here. Your next relationship for my dear pile 1. We got the 8 of Cups. The Emperor. Oops. A few cards fell. Please give me a moment, my dear. Okay, so the 2 of Wands flipped over. For my dear pile 2, what do you need to know about your next relationship? And we have the King of Pentacles. And one last card, please. All right, and we have the 9 of Wands. Okay, all right. So, for my dear pile 1, at the back of the deck, we have the 10 of Swords here. So, what do you need to know about your next relationship? First of all, I would like to start with the 10 of Swords energy here. When I saw this card, the message was pretty clear to me. I really feel like you will have this next relationship in your life after you actually end something. You know, you bring an ending to something that could have stressed you for some time, or maybe something you worried about a little bit. Could be, for example, an appointment, right? I think it's called that, appointment. I think so. It could be, let's say, you leaving something behind, even. Let's just say, maybe for some of you guys, it could even be as big as a career change, or you even moving to another place. It doesn't have to be like moving, because of like you want to change your living space. It can also be like traveling, or taking a trip. This could also be this kind of energy. It doesn't have to be like moving your place. So I really feel like it's gonna be an ending, like you're gonna do something that's really gonna change your vibration. It's really gonna change your frequency. Why is that? Because whatever ending happened was one that has been maybe stressing you for some time. Maybe you had to meet a deadline, you had to do something maybe for work, or even like in your personal life, something that really stressed you. And finally, with the 10 energy, you have ended that. So it's actually, I really feel like after this, you're gonna feel much lighter. And it's almost like the energies, the universe, your spirit guides, whatever it is that you personally believe in, it's almost like they have really thought this through. They've really, or they're making sure, let me put it that way, that this next relationship comes into your life after this thing that may stress you a little bit is over. So when a potential partner comes through, you can really focus all on them, and you won't be distracted on other responsibilities that you have. So that's actually a very, very interesting and great thing I see here. It's almost like they make sure you're gonna be ready, because I feel like as long as you don't face, or not face, but leave the situation or whatever it is that you need to take care of, okay, you may be a little bit closed off, or you may not be as ready as you should be. And you're gonna be, okay, because first you're gonna leave this. And look at that, oh my goodness, like, wow. Look at this. We have the 10 energy, especially 10 of wands. I'm sorry, 10 of swords, excuse me. And it's this ending. And then we have the Fool card, which is the number 0. It's literally like the reset energy in a way, right? It's like the very much new beginning. And look at this. It doesn't matter who you are. I'm not talking here gender-wise. Yes, there are 2 women on here, but it doesn't matter. This is just an example. Let's just look at them. This one really seems like, yeah, she's just she did something very big for herself, and it's kind of like she's just standing there, looking to the distance, and it's just like a stillness. Like sometimes when we do something we had to do, after we did it, it's kind of like, oh my goodness, like finally I did it, and you're really like in this moment. And then we have the Fool card here, and look at how carefree, like uplifted, and just overall light this woman looks like. She's literally like leaning over this cliff. It also looks like it could be pretty like dangerous, but she doesn't care. She really believes in her being fine. And this is actually beautifully illustrating what I feel for you. So you're gonna bring this, or you're gonna take care of this responsibility, whether it's work-wise or whatever, and then you're gonna feel like this reset energy. I almost feel like I should do this that way, because like this is gonna be you're gonna be ready. And yeah, and then this person's gonna come through. So there is definitely a reason here why the timing in a way, or the events are coming through here. So this is really for you to be hopeful that even if sometimes you may be at a place where you feel like everything is really like stressing you out, or there is this very important responsibility that you need to take care of. Know that once it's done, and you actually can recharge yourself again, you know? And I almost feel like this is you. You're gonna take care of whatever this is, and then you're gonna just be, yeah, ready for this, you know? Because you've taken care of the responsibility. So let's come back now to the other things I see here regarding this relationship. First of all, I would like to mention here that when we talk about your next relationship, I really feel like this is someone that you're gonna really fall in love with. And it doesn't feel like a friend, and then later on it may develop into a love situation. This for me is really all about, from the beginning, you're gonna fall in love with them and you're gonna see them as a potential partner. So also with the Two of Cups, and look at the illustration here, this is a mutual energy. It's not only you, but this person that you're gonna be in a relationship with, they're gonna feel the same, you know? This is really like traditionally two people falling in love, like hard. This is how I would describe it. I really feel like, and that's interesting, but there is something very explorative about this relationship. I don't know whether for some of you guys you felt a little bit stuck when it came to relationships, and maybe you couldn't really explore yourself or explore your intimacy, your love life for some time. And now that this energy is coming through, that this possibility of a relationship is coming through, it's kind of like you want to explore it all. For some, it could even be the case that this is your first relationship, okay? For others, if you have been already in some relationships, still there is something about this which does feel like it feels new, you know? It feels like a new experience. Maybe because you have been single for some time, or maybe because with this person you have never been with someone like them, so it's why there are a lot of new elements to this relationship, but it's gonna be something that you are gonna be eager to, yeah, explore, you know? It's something you want. Also, this energy really feels like a serious energy, you know? When I look into the archetype that have been coming through here, we have the Emperor energy, we have the King of Pentacles energy. Looking at these two energies right here, especially as well with the Emperor here is actually the only major arcana, but like the Emperor has serious energy, you know? The Emperor, like looking into their archetype, they don't have any time to play around, you know? They are about serious business, and they are a very mature energy. This is someone who knows what they want in life. And if we just think about this archetype, you know, also like relationship wise, it's a very reliable one. Also with the King of Pentacles, of course, especially Pentacles energy as well. But especially the King of Pentacles, it's like someone who's, yeah, aware of their place, like of the, not this is not how I would describe it, like someone who is aware of their responsibility, someone who knows themselves, and it's a very grounded energy as well, right? So I really feel like and also if we look at the Emperor or the King, when they commit to someone, it's more so about something long term. It's not like, for example, a Knight of Wands energy, you know, where it's really about this passionate, like this fast experience, and then it's gone, kind of. No, this is really much more, you know, and I do feel like besides, certain cards being here, that this relationship for some of you guys could actually develop into something long term. But of course, at the end of the day, it's a personal choice, right? Even though this is coming through here energetically, at the end of the day, you have free will and you can decide for yourself, right? Whether you want to be with someone for the long term or not. But nevertheless, I do see the potential in here. Although I okay, now let me continue like with that. I feel like as well, my dear, that maybe it's just this very mature energy that your significant other is gonna have. And maturity is not necessarily connected to age. I mean, younger people can also be very, very mature, maybe even sometimes more than an older person. It really depends on your life experiences and who you are. So, whoever this person may be, no matter their age, they are a very mature person. And I really feel like once you guys get involved with each other, you decide that you want to date and then also be in a relationship, you actually gonna have those conversations early on in which you're gonna, see what kind of life you guys may plan for the future, You may really go deep into the question, where do we see each other in 5 years? Like, what kind of relationship? What do we want to have? How should our life together look like? I really feel like you guys are going to come through with these kind of questions. And that's definitely also a great sign for two people taking this serious, because it's not only you guys talking about it, but you guys mean it. All right? Like, you mean what you say. So those conversations are actually going to be very important. And I really see you guys kind of like visualizing, about what kind of future it is that you guys want with each other. So this for sure is a relationship in which there is a lot of potential for building a life with each other. Having said that, I talked about the fact that there is something very new about this relationship. No matter if you have been single all your life, or you have been in multiple relationship, or maybe whether you have been single for some time, regardless of that, it just feels like there is something very new about it. And for some, I really feel like this newness or this new energy, these new experiences, they're actually coming from like the intimacy as well. I really feel like for you guys, maybe for some, you haven't been able to explore your sexuality, for example, or like yourself and intimacy for some time now. You weren't able to do so. Maybe for some, you have never ever done this before. And with this person, you can have this space and this partner who you feel safe with. And there is this safe space, okay? And this could very well be this energy, like this new energy that I felt coming through, that it's connected to your intimate life. A lot of exploration, a lot of like passion, really getting to know each other, but also getting to know yourself more, okay? What you want, what you like. It's this kind of energy. Okay. This is a message for someone specific, so it doesn't have to resonate with all of you guys, but I really feel like like someone's spirit guide here is really like pushing me to bring this to attention here. So someone could have been in a previous relationship which wasn't the best, or just generally speaking relationships which may have brought some blockages into their heart space or into their life when it comes to romance. Your spirit guide is really showing me here to, like, just because, for example, just because you left the situation, just because this relationship is one of the past, that doesn't mean that it may still that it may not still influence you, you know. And I feel like for someone, some kind of past energy is still influencing them. And this is really the reminder in here to become mindful of that. You know, if you feel like there is some kind of blockage that you are carrying with yourself, your spirit guide is really showing me here to be mindful of that, and to allow yourself and bring the space to heal from it, because you don't want to take this to the next relationship. You know, you don't want this to influence the other as well. Make sure that whatever it is that you're carrying from the past is not going to influence your future. Now, I would like to get you guys some oracle cards. For my dear pile 1, what do you need to know about your next relationship? Yeah, this person that you're gonna be with, they're definitely a very reliable person, as I said. Someone who's very serious, someone who may also have a business, or like they're very, very serious about their work. And I mean, of course, like everyone is serious about their work, right? Because it brings them the money, so, you know, they can meet their very, like, all their needs, right? But this person really lives for their work. That's what I mean, you know. They could even be a workaholic, actually, but they have definitely established themselves, I feel like. Are you kidding me? Look at that. Like, this card says leave the past behind. What was I just talking about? My dear, whoever you are, okay, for all of you guys, I know very often we carry things from the past, and like, it's our normal state, you know. Maybe even something like we think about that happened like 10 years ago. But as long as we allow our past to influence us, right, we will always be, in a way, trapped. And I really feel like your spirit guide is coming through here with such an important message. Like, if there is one thing you take with yourself here today, it's that this is your message, you know. Leave the past behind. Your spirit guides want to see you uplifted, want to see you good, you know, want to see you happy, and they don't want you to self-sabotage yourself because of fear, because of some negative experience that you may be fearful of repeating itself. The past person is in the past. This is a new person. They have nothing to do with the ex of yours. Make sure to be aware of that, and allow this person to get the chance that they deserve, because their energy is great, and I see how much you want to be with them. So don't allow your self-sabotaging behavior to maybe be in the way of this happiness for yourself. Yeah, that's definitely someone's spirit guide here. Okay. Let me see. I really feel like also with Pisces energy being here, for me, one thing I associate with the Pisces energy, it's this beautiful emotional abundance. And also with the Two of Cups, and Cups energy is also water energy, I really feel like in this relationship you will be able to allow yourself to feel, and to allow yourself to be vulnerable even. You know, maybe for some of you guys you are a little bit, well, you have your guards up because you're a little bit scared of showing yourself vulnerable to someone else, or showing your feelings, because maybe you think this is gonna make you feel weak, or you give someone the um like you allow someone to hurt you. You know, maybe this was an experience of the past. Maybe you have exposed yourself, you have like you were vulnerable in the past, and what you got out of the situation was you being hurt. This could very well be this blockage I talked about, but this is really all about like the past experiences should not define what kind of future experiences you're gonna get, you know? And you deserve to freely express your emotions, you know? You deserve, like, your emotions deserve to be heard and seen and nurtured and honored. But for that, first, you need to allow yourself to express yourself, right? And I see that this is the challenge, perhaps, even for some of you guys, to overcome this, you know, this mindset, which has been, of course, like, it didn't just come out of nowhere. I really feel like this is something which came from an experience. And maybe this is why the spirit guide came through, to make you aware of that. So when this relationship comes into your life, you're going to be ready to freely express yourself and allow yourself to feel. But we had the Ten of Swords, right? This ending, and then we had the Fool card. With the Fool card, I really see you actually overcoming that. You know, the Fool card, like, if we look at the Fool in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot, like, he, in the illustration, travels very lightly, you know, and it's kind of like all the things that doesn't serve him, he has thrown out, and he's going on this brand new day, this brand new journey with just the minimum that he needs. And it's very light, it's a very bright new day kind of energy. And I really feel like this is also where you're gonna be when this person comes through. You're gonna be ready for it. You know, you will have overcome this blockage, because this is, yeah, the reset that you're gonna allow happening for you. So my dear pile 1, please feel free to let me know, my dear, how you feel about this reading. And as always, if there is something that already resonates with you, please, my dear, feel free to let me know. Also, as always, if you're interested or curious in a personal reading with me and you would like to get further information regarding one, as always, my dear, you can feel free to email me. Lastly, also, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, of course, I invite you there as well. You will find my Instagram link in the description box. My dear pile 1, I'm sending you much love and much positive energy. And I hope you're having a beautiful day, or of course a beautiful evening, depending on where you are right now. But yeah, my dear pal 1, take care, my love. Hey pal 2, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see, what do you need to know about your next relationship? As always, my dear, I'm gonna use tarot and oracle cards. Today I'm gonna start with tarot. So let's see, for my dear pile 2, your next relationship. For my dear pile 2, oops. For my dear pile 2, your next relationship. Let's see. All right, okay. What do you need to know about your next relationship? Okay, the first card we have is the Queen of Swords here. We have the Knight of Swords. Ooh. We have the Sun card. Look at the beautiful like colors. It's just, it's one of the most beautiful cards indeed. Let's see, for my dear pile 2, your next relationship. We have the Magician, and we got the Six of Cups. Okay. We have the Death card, and we also got the Three of Cups here. Okay. One card fell as well. The Three of Wands. Okay. All right. And at the back of the deck, we have... Oh, look at this. We have the Queen and the King of Swords here. That's interesting. All right. For you, my dear pal 2, there is a lot we need to talk about. Let me start with that. I really feel like this relationship is a very crucial one in your life. I really feel like it's gonna be very, very important when it comes to your self-development, your self-growth as well. Now, let me explain. With the Death card, or in this card also Rebirth card, it's also what it stands for. But with the Death card here, I really feel like this relationship is gonna bring a lot of changes into your life. Not only physical changes or like changes outside of you, for example, circumstance wise, maybe even like lifestyle wise, things like that. Not only this, but also internally. I really feel like we're looking into a transformation, an inner transformation that you're going to go through. Like, for example, if we compare who you were in the beginning and like who you're going to be at the, like when you are in the relationship, or even like for some time, they're going to be a huge difference. I really feel like you are gonna go through certain inner transformations which will be for the better. This energy I'm looking into, this is more so about developing yourself, not about going 10 steps back. For example, I don't know, getting blockages through this relationship. No, it's about inner growth. You are gonna be much more in your power. Now, I really feel like this transformation is one that is supposed to happen in your life. It's almost like your soul, like your higher self, wanted to experience this, and in this union, you will be able to go through this inner, growth, which will bring you closer to your greatest version, because that's what this is about. This transformation, this change is gonna shape you more so into your greatest version, into your highest potential. Now, it could be the case that, for example, this person is also someone who's going to support you a lot, also like emotionally speaking, or maybe even mentally speaking. Like, I just feel like someone who sees your value, who sees your worth, someone who sees the potential in you, wants you to thrive, wants you to do whatever it is that makes you happy. This is the kind of partner who's going to be a supporter, like as I like to say, like your greatest cheerleader. This is what I really feel like. And sometimes when we have one person in our life who gives us so much energy like that, it can really influence us. It's the same way when we have someone in our life who absolutely doesn't believe in us, may even take us down, right? There could be this negative influence. It also goes the other way around. When we have someone who believes in us, supports us, is this cheerleader in the background, this will also influence us. And I really feel like the second thing is what I'm feeling here. So whatever it may be, even if you have dreams that the people in the past didn't really support, or maybe they didn't believe in, this is someone who's gonna hold your hand. Of course, you're the one who has to go through the door, but they're gonna hold your hand and you can count on their support. Now, I also would like to talk about the fact that we have the King and the Queen of Swords here. These are counterparts, and this doesn't happen that often, at least not in my spreads. And when this comes through, this is significant. First of all, this really shows me that both of you guys are compatible, because we have here literally like the king and the queen, right? Like there are partners. And I really feel like because both of them are the swords energy here, and also if we look at the illustration, I mean, it looks pretty much the same in many ways. I really feel like you and your and this partner, you're gonna really have a lot of things in common. It could be as simple as interests, but it can also go or resonate, better to say, to your life experiences. For some, you could have gone through similar things. I just feel like there's this connection and similarity that you guys have. Even if you don't, for example, look like each other, like, how do I say it? Like, even if you look very, very different from each other, that's not what I'm talking about. It's not about the physical similarity. It's about the inner similarity. You may think the same. You may have a personality which really complements each other. In many ways is a little bit same. It just feels like two people coming together, and like two puzzle pieces, it fits. Because one of you guys is going to be the masculine energy, which is embodied here through the king energy, and the other is the feminine energy, which is embodied through the queen. And I'm not talking here gender wise, I'm talking here energy wise, because we all have both energies within us, but one may dominate the other. For example, one person may feel more so in their divine feminine than in their divine masculine. And I really feel like this compatibility is going to be pretty obvious from the beginning. It could even be the case that you or your person, you're actually not that open to romance, or it's very difficult to come into your inner circle because you're cautious, like your worth, you have boundaries, you maybe even past experience have taught you better to not just allow anyone into your energy field. So you may be very cautious of that. However, when this person comes through, or when you come through for them, it may be so effortless, just very naturally. Like it's gonna feel right to open up, even though you may not do this very often. Like you may even question yourself, like, why did I just say this? Like, why did I expose this this very intimate thought of mine that I don't share with just anyone. Why did I just say it to this person? But it's just a natural flow, you know? And once again, it could be both of you guys, it could be one of you guys, but that's really what I'm seeing here. Yeah, I really feel like this person, like this partner of yours, they're not gonna allow everyone into their circle. You know, they may have people that they, of course, love and care about, but I feel like this person is very often formal and mm, it's one thing, for example, to have a chit chat with them, right? And like formal stuff, but it's another thing to really be a part of their inner circle. And that's just something that special people can be a part of. With special people, I don't mean like people who can do certain things, no. I just mean people who are coming through with genuine intentions and like they have this connection with. You know, this person will not call everyone a friend. They will call friend who is really a friend, okay? That's what I'm talking about. Like, I feel like this is someone who's more so action oriented, although they are definitely a person who, like, communication is very important. Like, they are honest, they are very transparent and very clear in their communication, you know, and their intentions and so on. So definitely a big part of who they are is through, yeah, expressing yourself, of course, through your words. But for them, yes, of course, it's important to have clear communication so misunderstandings don't happen. But they are the kind of person who, like, they want to see your actions, not your words. Because very often words can be just empty promises, or one person could say one thing but then do something totally different. And for them, like, show me your actions. Like, you say you would do it, have you done it, or have you done the complete opposite? Because this is who they are. When they say they do something, once again, very honest individual. When they say they do it, they will do it. And they won't even maybe sometimes say it. Sometimes they just let their actions speak for themselves. And I really feel like it's something that you're really gonna appreciate about them, because they're very reliable and responsible as well. This relationship, if I look into you guys' dynamic, is a very fun one, you know. And that's very interesting because as much as we have the Queen and King of Swords in here, which are more so serious energy than in comparison to maybe other kings and queens, these two are definitely the power couple who is cautious, is a little bit distant, you know, is very headstrong, and yeah, like they know, you know, like the Queen of Swords, they know. I'm sorry, the Queen and King of Swords, they know. Although we have these almost set energy with these two archetypes, what I'm also getting is that it's almost like this is who you are, like, or who one of you guys is. Of course, it depends on which energy is coming through. Take it how it resonates. These could be both of you guys as trait or only one of you. But I feel like this is more so something that you may show to the public. But when you guys are together in your personal space, it's something very different, you know. You guys in private, you're definitely much more playful, definitely more so I don't know why, but I saw you guys, I literally saw this in my mind. I saw you guys at home, and there was like this music, like someone put music on, and then you were like dancing with each other. Something you may never ever do in public, but like when you are in your personal space, you can be silly, you can be your, I heard, true self. So maybe someone has to be very formal because of their job, or because it suits the occasion, kind of, you have to represent yourself a certain way. But when you are in private, you can really allow yourself to, yeah, come out of yourself, and really be who you are. So maybe they have a career which, yeah, they have to be a certain way, could be a very, very formal energy. But coming back to what I saw, I literally saw you guys dancing. So also with the Three of Cups and the Sun, I mean, these are such uplifting energies. And I really feel like, yeah, what I heard was when you guys are together by yourselves, you glow. That's interesting. This is the kind of relationship in which both of you guys, like, you support the other big, big, big time. It's kind of like a ride or die, like this is the energy I'm looking into here. And yeah, it's so intimate, it's so close, it's just so powerful. I talked about the fact that they could have an inner circle in which they don't allow anyone to just enter. I really feel like your inner circle and their inner circle is actually gonna get along with each other really, really well. So either that, or you are gonna, like, for example, you may get friends with their friends, like really, really good friends, or they may get friends with your friends. It's like a mixing up of people who are gonna get along pretty well. That's how I would perhaps describe it. I also, by the way, I feel like some of you guys have actually manifested this person into your life. So this could either be someone that you're trying to reconcile with, or this can also be a new person, but you have been trying to manifest them. Maybe you were doing certain techniques to manifest a certain kind of partner, and you have succeeded in this. Like, I'm seeing you, the energy, let me explain it that way. I see you guys seeing this all happening and knowing, oh my god, like, yes, I have manifested this, I have the power, I can co-create, and you're gonna be very happy about it. And yeah, manifestation is a big, big thing. It could even be like certain elements. For example, maybe this person lives in a certain city that you were trying to manifest, okay? It could be as simple as that, but it can also be much more, literally you manifesting this specific person, okay? But of course, take it how it resonates. Also, another thing I would like to mention here is that I really feel like this is someone who is very, like, skilled. They definitely, like, whatever they do, however, it doesn't have to be career-wise necessarily. It can also be like them in their personal life. I feel like they can do a lot. They have a lot of skills, a lot of knowledge regarding even maybe a lot of simple things who are actually more difficult than we think they are. And I really feel like whenever you have problem regarding something, like, for example, let's just say you have a car, and your car, like, there's some kind of issue with it. You can tell this person, once again, I'm not talking about gender here, okay? You can tell this person and they will know how to fix it. And this is just an example. let's just say you need help with something else, like, or just in general, you know, you may not need any help, but they may represent to you certain things they're good at, maybe even a talent that they have. And there's just this very impressive energy. Like, I feel like this person is either very creative or they're very, very skilled. Let's get you some more information for my dear pile 2. Your next relationship. So the first card we have is the full moon in Scorpio, which says, breathe through the tension. And the second card we have is, be humble. Now look at how, like color-wise, how earthy these two cards are. Yes, of course, Scorpio is water energy, but still, with all the earthy colors and the brown. Also, Leo, of course, is not an earth sign either, but I don't know why I got this energy from both of them. Of course, through the illustration here. Okay, so what I really feel here, my dear pile 2, is that, okay, with breathe through the tension, once again, this is this supportive energy that I'm receiving, this really the confirmation in a way. You know, I almost see you, for example, being stressed about something, and then your partner saying, breathe, you know, like calm down, breathe, allow yourself to relax, it's gonna be okay, okay? I literally, like, I'm seeing two people, and they're doing this. So this is for me really the confirmation of the amount of support that you can have in this energy. Like, this is genuinely a relationship. You guys will go through everything that comes at you. You are very committed, you know. This is not the kind of relationship, let's say, in which, I mean, it's beautiful, like it's going great, but then there is this challenge that comes through all of the sudden, and it's too much for one person. They're just gonna leave the situation. Absolutely not. It's the complete opposite. It's kind of like, okay, this challenge, it came through for whatever reason. Now we're gonna hold on each other even more and support each other through it. Okay? With be humble being here, like this card is giving me such a grounded energy. Like, I don't even see the Leo anymore. I know why. Like, this is absolutely earth energy right now for me, and not fire. Because this card, I mean, one of you guys or both of you guys could be fire energy or earth energy, okay? Because, like, earth energy has just stuck now. I literally feel like I'm tuning into Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, even they're not even presented through these two cards, but still. I really feel like, my dear, with this much earthy energy coming through, you guys are great at grounding each other. And maybe this is something you very much value as well. Within this partner, like, you see how grounded they are. And maybe for someone, it's very difficult for you to be grounded at times. And you really appreciate it even more so in a partner. Therefore, I really feel like this relationship is one that could definitely develop into a long-term relationship. Of course, always you have free will, and yes, there is the potential in here, but that doesn't mean that you have to experience this if you don't want to. You know, you have the free will and you can decide whether you want to have this like as a long-term relationship or not. But I just would like to talk about this, you know, that this definitely feels like a relationship which is long-term. Also, seeing how committed you guys are to each other and how willing you are, you know, to maintain it, because a relationship is not easy. There is a lot it may sometimes sacrifice, or maybe we need to do, you know, like for example managing it, compromising, and so on. But I really see both of you guys here are willing and you want to do it. So yeah, long-term energy for sure here, if of course once again that's what you want. So my dear pile 2, this is all I have for you for today. So please, my dear, feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. And as always, if there's something you would like to share with us, feel free to do so in the comment section below. Also, my dear, as always, if you're interested or curious in a personal reading with me and you would like to get further information regarding one, as always, you can feel free to email me. Lastly, my dear, if you would also like to connect with me more on Instagram, of course, I invite you there as well. You will find my Instagram link in the description box. My dear pile 2, I'm sending you much love and much positive energy. And I hope you're having a beautiful day, or of course, a beautiful evening, depending on where you are right now. But yeah, my dear pal 2, take care, my love. Hey pal 3, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see, what can we get about your next relationship? Let's start straight away, my dear. Let's see. For my dear pile 3, what do you need to know about your next relationship? My dear pile 3. All right. Your next relationship, pile 3. Ooh, look at that. The first card we have is the 2 of Cups. We got the Ace of Pentacles, the 6 of Swords, the Page of Wands. For my dear pile 3, what do you need to know about your next relationship? Queen of Wands. Let me put them a little bit more up there so you can see the cards better. Okay. Too many cards. For my dear pile 3, we have the Magician, the Knight of Pentacles. Let's get you one last card for my dear pile 3. Please, one more card. Okay. And we also got the Lovers. All right. Okay. Now, at the back of the deck, we got the Judgment card. So, my dear pal 3, let's start. what do you need to know about your next relationship? So, let me first start with that. I really feel like this relationship is the kind of relationship which is gonna grow slow and steady. Why? Because I have had this energy coming through before. This is all about, like, for example, let's just say someone wants to build a building, right? Or a home. You're not just gonna rush into it, you're gonna think it through, um, exactly how it's gonna look like, how it should be built, what materials should be used, and stuff like that. And then, step by step, slowly but steady, you can build the firm foundation, right? And then from there on, you can build, yeah, the whole house, the whole building, and so on, right? But you're not gonna just rush into it because, well, you may not build a very secure foundation then, and it may break, right? Now, when we talk about this relationship, this is definitely both of you guys are coming through with. Both of you guys are gonna want to take this relationship or build this relationship in a very secure way. You're not gonna rush into anything. You're not gonna allow your emotions or maybe a certain circumstance to pressure your both of you guys. This is all about, I want, or not better, we we want to build this relationship with firm foundations. Our relationship should be built on truth, honesty, realistic expectations, and a firm foundation, for you guys. And that's very interesting because when I look back at the other piles as well, all the piles today got this secure energy. Not exactly the way you guys are coming through, this is something different, but still, all were having long term potential. And this is very interesting because I really feel like, yeah, apparently a lot of people are watching this, like this reading, and they're looking for and they want long term relationships. Because with you guys, I'm getting the same, also with the Knight of Pentacles. This earthy energy, this for me is also all about, building it, but with security, building it safely, right? And both of you guys definitely from the beginning, like, you're gonna see a long-term thing, and this is why you're gonna be very mindful of how you should go about this relationship. Because, for example, sometimes some people may not be serious about a relationship, maybe they just want to have fun, so they don't really think about they don't really think it through, right? So they just enjoy it, which of course they can do. Everyone can do whatever they want to do, they have free will. And they may just enjoy it, but they don't really think it long term wise. And yeah, they go for the passion, and when it's done, it's done. They may move on. This is not, absolutely not this energy. This is all about, okay, like from the beginning, you're gonna tell this person how you feel, they're gonna tell you how they feel. Actually, maybe you don't even need to tell each other because it's gonna be so obvious. It's gonna just be developing into it, like with the Two of Cups and the Lovers. You guys are gonna fall in love with each other. It's mutual. These people, like, look at this couple right there. They don't need to tell each other that they love each other. Their eyes, their body language, their unspoken communication, their energy, it's saying it all. Like this illustration, this picture, it says more than 1,000 words, right? And that's the thing, and it's going to be the same with you guys as well. So both of you guys know, all right, this is my person. You may even see the other as the one for you. So you won't just take this lightly. you're gonna really think it through, how you guys can be together, you know, how you can go about this relationship and so on. And this is why I'm talking about this. Like, this is why I'm saying slow and steady wins the race, you know? It's this kind of energy here. So you're gonna build a foundation that no one can break, because this bond that you have, you know, you're not gonna allow other circumstances to come between you guys. And just look at how close these people are. Like, it's like you can't go between them, you know, like just looking at the illustration. And even here, you know, there nothing is able to squeeze itself, like not even you know, another finger, because they're glued together, you know. They're very serious, they're very committed, and that's the energy I'm talking about. So therefore, slow and steady is what you guys are going to choose for yourselves. Also, I just like realized, I mean, you got the 10 of cups, right? And the 10 of cups is definitely an energy of, yeah, building a community, you know, building a partnership, or building this environment, not only for ourselves but also for others, or maybe a partner, which, yeah, is going to be harmonious, you know, in which we can flourish, we can create this very abundant space, this very joyful and energetical, yeah, environment. And I really feel like this is the vision you guys are going to have. So this is the master plan, kind of, and the way you're going to go about it is through the Knight of Pentacles energy, taking steps which are solid but not rushing it. Now, let me talk about the Lovers and the Two of Cups combination in here, because both of them, like, if they would come, of course it depends on the reading, and it depends on the overall energy, right? Like all the cards, the neighboring cards, and like just the whole spread. Also intuitively what's coming through, because I'm an intuitive reader. But these two cards being here, and it's so interesting. Look at this. We're starting off with the Two of Cups, and we're ending the spread with the Lovers as well. So I really feel like the feelings you guys are gonna have for each other, this is not just a phase, or like, as some people would say, like honeymoon phase or stuff like that. These are genuine core feelings. And this is the kind of union in which, like, you guys could be together for like years, but you're still feeling this love for each other, you know. It won't go with time, because it's not dependent on time, it's not dependent on a circumstance, or on temporary things, you know. For example, you don't love this person because they look a certain way, because in 10 years they could not look this way anymore, right? So that doesn't mean the love is just gonna fade away. The reason why you guys are so in love with each other is because you see the other person for who they are. And like, this is something I personally really call core feelings. This is what others call the one. Like, this person can be your life partner. Let me explain it that way. And also with the Ace of Pentacles, Ace energy is new beginning energy, but especially in Pentacles energy, solid ground. Like, look at the like, this person has earth in their hands as well, and then this pentacle. But look at the earth, you know, it's just the soil. It's great soil, you know, in which those deep roots, like these strong deep roots, can grow. And that's your relationship, you know. You're gonna create it in the right soil, and what's gonna happen is those very deep and strong roots are gonna come through. And that's the security. This is the slow and steady energy I was talking about. Now, I really feel like this is the kind of relationship in which you see the other grow, but it's like, mm, I feel like they're gonna. Okay, for example, I don't know which pile it was, but one of the piles, like there was this energy coming through that the listener that would experience some new experience with this partner. But with you guys, it's like both of you guys are gonna experience a lot of things with each other, you know? It's not only you, it's also your partner. It's kind of like both of you guys are gonna emerge into adventures, into experiences that none of you guys have ever explored or experienced before. Also, I really feel like for some of you, there could also be some travel energy or some travel influence. For example, either one of you guys is gonna meet the other through traveling, or some kind of distance also influencing this. But of course, it doesn't have to resonate with everyone. These are just examples. Nevertheless, I really feel like traveling is in here. It could even be the case, like I talked about the fact that both of you guys are gonna experience new things together. Yeah, you could also start traveling with each other to places and explore countries, cities that you've never seen before. And I feel like it's gonna be a biggie, like a pretty big part of your life, because maybe for some of you guys, you always wanted to go to certain places, like you dreamed about it, but you couldn't because of, well, certain circumstances or restrictions. And here I see you guys really allowing yourself to, you know, you know what's very interesting? Very often people associate a relationship with your freedoms being taken away, because either they had, let's say, they have experienced relationships in which this was the case. Maybe they had a partner who was toxic or codependent. It didn't really go well, and it really felt like being trapped or stuck, or like your freedoms have been taken away. And I mean, that's not how a relationship should be, you know? But still, there are people who may associate these things with a relationship. If I'm looking into your guys' energy, it's like it's the complete opposite. It's like through this relationship, you guys will get certain freedoms. Now, I don't know why you guys all of a sudden feel more free than before, like before being in this relationship, but that's a big message in here. You know, depending on your circumstance, maybe you heard this message and you will know what I mean. But yeah, that's all I'm getting. You know, I'm not getting much more than that. All I'm getting is that's a very important message actually for someone. You will feel even more free. Maybe this freeing energy has also something to do with like the emotional or the mental level. Okay. Yeah, this is for sure also with the Queen of Wands. I just realized her being here as well. I don't know why I wasn't paying that much attention to her till now. Um, the Queen of Wands archetype. Like she, and when I say she, it doesn't matter what gender you or your person has. I'm just talking about like the archetype of the Queen of Wands. Like she is this very independent person, you know. She has done everything by herself and she really reclaims her independence. It's important. It's freedom, you know. And maybe that's the thing. Maybe somehow maybe this relationship will still allow you to be independent for those of you guys who maybe have been in relationships in which this wasn't possible for some reason. Maybe that's why you are feeling even more free in this union, because your independence is not being taken away from you for some reason. Um, But it can also be something different, maybe some kind of circumstance or opportunity, okay, comes through this union. And through that, you find yourself into a much more independent state. However, it's gonna apply because the energies, unfortunately, like they're not giving me any examples. However, it's gonna apply. It's definitely, it's making you happy, this independence, you know? It's kind of like, oh my goodness, I feel free. I can also move more so into my greatest version. You're gonna be excited about it. You're gonna be passionate about whatever this is. why why aren't they showing me what it is? Well, maybe it's supposed to be a secret, or maybe you will know, you know, or maybe you already know what this could be. But also this judgment card. Yeah. Also also with the look at these cards, like exactly, you know, first of all, look at the judgment. I'm just talking about the illustration. Like whenever I see this, it's just this beautiful message of being free. Look at this woman, you know, and how she's like standing, like it's almost like she has awakened, and then there is the soul of her, and it's just free. With the moon card, for some of you guys, whatever this is may definitely still be a secret or hidden from you. You know, maybe you are not even supposed to know yet. Maybe your spirit guides, like, this is the reason why I'm not getting examples, because you're not supposed to know yet. The moon card is an energy of like secrets and staying in the hidden, you know, so that could definitely make sense. And also with the wheel and this divine timing kind of scenario, I feel like it's gonna be like you right now you may not know, but at the right time you will know. And it's definitely like connected to your power, to your inner strength. That's definitely what I'm feeling in here. Maybe even like reclaiming yourself, reclaiming your power. For my dear pile 3, excuse me, what can we get about their next relationship? For my dear pile 3. Okay. All right, so the first card we have is Make Time for Self-Love. Are you kidding? Look at this, like, you guys. Step into your power. Like, what was I just talking about? This really feels like you reclaiming your power, okay? So this relationship definitely, maybe it's just the phase in your life, okay? It may not even have that much to do with the relationship itself, but it's just like also I mean, it could be, right? But besides that, just the phase in your life, you know, when it comes to the decision makings that you're gonna do, it's gonna break you free from all the limiting beliefs. And with self-love even being here, maybe for some of you guys you're a little bit disbalanced, or you are disconnected from yourself. Some limiting beliefs like blockages, programming, you know, has made you disconnect from who you are, from your potential, from becoming your greatest version. Your power has been somehow taken away from you. And it's so interesting how this reading has turned from like your next relationship to like you, like a future you kind of energy. This is all about you, okay? Stepping into your power, reclaiming yourself, and becoming the greatest version that you deserve to be, whatever this greatest version may be. As I always like to say, my greatest version may look very, very different from your greatest version because, well, we are individuals. We have had different life experiences. We are different, we're shaped different, and that's good though. That's the beauty of every single individual. And depending on that, it's all about what your greatest version looks like. And I really feel like, my dear, these are definitely words of encouragement for someone, no matter what you're going through. First of all, one thing that can always make you feel nourished, and even if it's just, let's say, 10 minutes. Of course, we all have different schedules, right? And different responsibilities, but please make time for self-love. Like, make time to connect to yourself, to nurture yourself, because maybe it doesn't really look like an important thing, but self-love, it can change our whole life. Literally every single aspect of our life, because it's all connected. The kind of relationship we have to ourselves, it's gonna influence the relationship we have to others. It's gonna influence the way we react to the world outside of us, the decisions we make, and so on, right? And also, the greatest way for you to manifest love is to give yourself the love that you want to experience. We don't manifest what we want, we manifest what we are. So be the self-love, okay? Because after, like, you deserve it, okay? First of all, you deserve it. You deserve to experience the self-love and be in your power. It's your birthright. No matter what you've experienced, no matter who you are, no matter how far you've come, you deserve this. So, yeah, we have seen, like, this has definitely turned into a motivational reading. By the way, I really feel like doing this kind of reading in the future more. So, yeah, this is all I have for you, my dear pal 3. Please, my dear, feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. And as always, if there's something you would like to share with us, please feel free to do so. Also, my dear, like and subscribe if you haven't. Also, if you're interested or curious in a personal reading with me and you would like to get further information regarding one, as always, my dear, you can feel free to email me. Lastly, if you would also like to connect with me more on Instagram, of course I invite you there as well. You will find my Instagram link in the description box. My dear pal 3, I'm sending you much love and much positive energy. And I hope you're having a beautiful day, or of course a beautiful evening, depending on where you are right now. But yeah, my dear pal 3, take care, my love.